If you hold Ripple's XRP, it is official. RLUSD drops tomorrow on Uphold, MoonPay, CoinMania, Arcax, Bitso, Bullish, among many other different exchanges. Bitstamp soon to follow, along with other centralized exchanges in and outside the United States. Now, the reason why this is important, according to Monica Long, is that the release of RLUSD for Ripple is going to be used in their $70 billion plus payment flows. And not only is RLUSD going to be compliant with the New York Department of Financial Services, they have one of the most experienced and qualified advisory boards that I have ever seen, along with an entire host of partners that are ready to support it. Now, this leaves a lot of people wondering, will the Federal Reserve use RLUSD or XRP with the new ISO 20022 standard on top of that? What are the benefits of the ISO standard, and how is this going to affect global adoption for XRP and other ISO-compliant cryptocurrencies? So with the Federal Reserve creating the FedWire system, with them adopting the new ISO 20022 standard for domestic payments, in this video, we're going to break down exactly what RLUSD is, what Ripple is going to be using it for, some advantages of companies to use their stablecoin versus just using XRP, some of the biggest use cases explained in these short little clips right here from Jack McDonald. We got Pat Thielen. We've even got Ripple's very own David Schwartz to explain why Ripple's stablecoin is good for XRP for the people that think they're going to be abandoning it. On top of that, we're going to the Federal Reserve official website and talk about what's happening February 14th, February 18th, and March 10th that you need to be ready for. I'll be breaking down exactly why the changes to FedWire through the Federal Reserve is extremely important. An article confirming Ripple's plans to IPO on the US stock exchange in 2025. The reason why XRP is the real digital gold for banks and not Bitcoin. Some additions to Ripple's stablecoin advisory board and their connections to the Federal Reserve. And we're going to hear directly from the former first VP and COO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston about how FedNow instant payments will work and what this means for the price of XRP in the short term, the midterm, and the long term. And if you stick all the way to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can get access to some top altcoin picks to make the most amount of money possible this bull run. So comment 777 if you're feeling blessed, if you're feeling bullish, and if you're going to become the first millionaire in your family tree. Confirm it by tapping the subscribe button. Let's run it.
The launch of Ripple stablecoin benefits the broader XRP ledger ecosystem, driving more use cases and opportunities for developers. While XRP is the native currency on the ledger, it was built to support any type of asset, crypto or fiat, issued to trade on the DEX. Bringing more credible assets on the DEX, like RLUSD, drives direct and indirect benefits. For example, it drives more trading volume, which natively uses XRP as a bridge asset through auto-bridging and generally benefits users, developers, and apps. A unique feature of the XRPL DEX is that auto-bridging utilizes XRP as the native currency to facilitate trades between any two assets on the ledger. It automatically considers XRP as an intermediary to find the most efficient trading route across assets. RLUSD and XRP will complement each other because of the inherent differences of the cryptocurrencies. For Ripple's proprietary payment products, XRP will continue to be used as a bridge currency. Given the XRPL's speed, cost, and scalability, we see RLUSD being able to foster the growth of new on-chain applications like real-world asset tokenization, foreign exchange markets, and trade settlement. We're entering a growing market expected to see significant expansion, especially with stablecoins. Builders will certainly take advantage of the new opportunities presented by this ecosystem.
All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So with the launch of RLUSD happening here soon on all of these exchanges, we saw the price of XRP pump above this descending resistance right here, up 8.9%, almost 9% to about 2.58 cents, and then crash back down to $2.49. So XRP is above this descending resistance, but in order to see a much more macro trend reversal, we would need to see the high of the 7th of December and the high of 8th of December, this zone of resistance clear at about $2.65, because we are flirting with this resistance right here. You can see XRP came all the way up on the 14th of December to $2.53. So we just wicked above it. So this zone has been a strong zone of supply for XRP, where we've seen the bears sell into this resistance multiple points ever since the 11th of December. So over the past 5 days. So if XRP cannot hold this zone right here, then we could see the price consolidate right at this descending resistance as support and just hover within this range, depending on how the launch of RLUSD goes. goes. My expectations, though, in the short term is for XRP to push up a little bit higher because of the hype and the excitement that everyone has in the crypto space about, RLUSD coming into the space, the mystery surrounding what that's going to do to Tether USDT long term. So in the short term, this is really, really good for the price of XRP. And so we could see XRP flirt with this resistance upwards of $2.65. Now, in order for a macro trend reversal, for me to get excited about entering into long positions for XRP, I would want to see this resistance up here clear and hold as support. I don't like to see these long wicks to the upside get rejected back down, because that shows that the bears have been selling XRP every chance they get when it attempts to break out. So you can see this long wick right here on this green candle with this breakout of the news. So if XRP can hold this zone as support, the next stop is all the way up at $2.65, which was resistance all the way back here at this zone, even going all the way back to the 3rd of December. So what I would want to see for the next move of XRP, for me to long this project on leverage, is a clean break of this descending resistance, not just barely coming up to it and hovering at it like this, because then we could drop all the way back down here. I want to see it shoot right through it and then come back down and back test it as support, enter into long positions up here. Because if we don't do something like that and have a clean break of $2.65 and XRP just gets rejected from within this range, we could see the price consolidate for a little bit longer going into Christmas through these levels right here, and even potential liquidity flush a little bit further to the downside before we start working our way on out of here and breaking out back into price discovery. So I just want to err you on the side of caution here, because you don't want to just buy into news like this without looking at the charts first. I like to buy into trend reversals. So we've been in a downtrend since the 2nd of December, forming lower highs on the price chart. You can see a lower high right here. You can see a lower high right here on the 14th of December. And we've even been forming lower lows. So yes, we're technically putting in higher lows right now, but we need to see a higher high on the price chart. So what that would look like is first a candle body close above $2.53, where we wicked at right here on the 14th of December. And then next would be a higher high than this wick right here on the 8th of December at $2.65. So because XRP could not reclaim $2.53 and hold it as support, and we just saw the bears push the price back down for a candle body close below that high, we did not see a candle close on the hourly chart for a higher high. So we're still in a technical downtrend. I would consider this an equal high, even though the candle wicked up above it. Look at the candle body closes right here at like $2.51. So it's pretty much an equal high for XRP. So this is not a confirmed trend reversal yet. I would want to see a close above $2.53 and for it to hold for several hours, not just 1 hour or a few minutes here. Because if we go back to the 23rd of November, the chart could look something like this. For example, you guys can see this downtrend right here from the high of the 23rd of November. If I just connect the lower highs right here until we finally saw a trend reversal, and I'll explain what this looks like. We saw a series of lower highs come in and it get rejected from this descending resistance. Now, XRP didn't really experience a trend reversal until all the way over here when we saw these candle bodies close above the previous high of the 25th of November and hold it as support right here on the right-hand side of the screen. So you don't want to just buy breakouts of descending resistances, because look at what happened here. XRP broke out, and you could see this long wick to the upside on this green candle right here, where we didn't see a candle body close above either of these wicks right here. The first wick was at $1.52. The next wick was the high of the 25th of November at $1.53. So similar to what we're going through right now, it's a good sign that we're seeing a break in a close above the descending resistance. And so what we could see is a rejection from the previous zones of resistance, selling into supply for XRP to trade back down alongside this descending resistance as support, use it as a launch pad off of the 50 SMA, and then see a much more macro trend reversal to the upside. So if I were to just use the bars pattern right here and show you what this could look like from the breakout point right here of the descending resistance and bring it back to where we are right now, you can see the chart looks somewhat similar. Although we didn't sweep out these lows down here like we did all the way back right here, taking out the low from the 24th of November for a double bottom, getting rejected off of the 200 SMA on the hourly chart. I was expecting the price chart to do something like this for another liquidation event down here and start breaking out. And that just goes to show that you can't be too greedy to the downside, because this support right here at $2.30 was getting bought up very aggressively for XRP. And so what we're seeing right now is a break of the descending resistance. And just like I said, a much more macro trend reversal. We would need to see something like this take place to clear $2.65. And while it might seem like counterintuitive or counterproductive to trade this way, because yes, you could be getting a better entry point for XRP, like buying at $2.50, rather than $2.65 on a back test. This is how you protect your capital so you don't get absolutely wrecked, because if it doesn't play out this way and we see the price chart do something along the lines of this and come all the way back down to like $2.30 to take out these lows down here, which is a strong zone of demand for XRP that has been acting as support since the 11th of December, all the way to the 16th of December. If the price comes all the way back down within this range after the RLUSD news hype fades off in the market, well, then this is where I consider entering into XRP for a potential long as a zone of demand. So there's really 2 points all the way down here at roughly $2.33 to $2.28, or above $2.65 for a breakout and a back test of this area all the way up here. And even though I wouldn't be getting the best entry point for XRP on a leverage position, what that would be is a macro trend reversal for me to long the market and start setting my proper take profits all the way upwards of $3 to $4. And that's how, number one, I protect my capital if I'm leverage trading, so I'm not just getting stopped out in case we see a reversal back to the downside. And number two, I have my spot positions that I'm just holding long term. So regardless of whatever happens in the short term for us to fluctuate between the high of $2.90 and the low of $1.89, well, on the macro, when I zoom out, I don't really care, because I know the uptrend for XRP is just going to keep this thing going up regardless of these crazy pullbacks and these price swings during the bull market. Because my average cost basis for XRP is below 50 cents, because I was accumulating all down in these levels. So I personally don't even care what's going to happen for XRP in the short term for my spot bags, but for my leverage trading, I do care. And I don't buy into gray areas where we haven't clearly seen a trend reversal yet. All we're doing right now is just trading within this bullish channel on the hourly chart, where you can see this ascending resistance, ascending support right here. So I just want to see a clean move to the upside and do something like this to hold above this level right here. And then that's when I'm going to be more aggressive with my leverage positions to long the market. Because if you look at the Bitcoin to the US dollar price chart, we saw something similar here where we see this downtrend. We just constantly see lower highs get put in from the high of the 11th of March. We see this descending resistance right here, this massive wick to the downside for the low for Bitcoin. Same thing for XRP, this massive wick to the downside all the way right here that got bought up by the bulls. And you could just see at the bottom of the screen how volatile it was, where Bitcoin was attempting to break out, getting rejected from this descending resistance, inevitably cleared it, held it as support right here, and then this massive green candle came in to push the price to the upside. And so I would expect something similar for XRP. You can see there's a strong buy-side demand from the bulls with that wick pushing the price up, but we just see this recovery channel right here. So just be very careful with leverage, because we could see some more liquidation events to bring the price back down to like $2.20, which you guys can see from the 5th of November to the 6th of December is where these candle bodies close. Also from the 9th of December to the 10th of December. So this would act as support if we see a liquidation to the downside. So anywhere between $2.33 to $2.20 is where I would want to start entering into positions for XRP to the downside, because I would just expect this to see a bounce from here and to continue with the much more macro uptrend, because we are still in an uptrend on the macro, even though in the micro, since the 3rd of December, we're technically in a downtrend. That's why I say when in doubt, zoom out, because Bitcoin's been in an uptrend since the bear market bottom, and we're just going to continue that uptrend until the macro bull market 3-year uptrend is over sometime in 2025. So if we see XRP make a move to the upside, I would expect the chart to play out something like this, where we would clear $2.65, potentially push back up to the high, see some type of consolidation for a very short period of time, and then an absolute explosion and a massive green candle to the upside, similar to what happened to Bitcoin right here from like $68,000, and it didn't stop until $100,000. So That's why limit buy orders are very important. So you could set the price that you want to enter at. So if it does it while you're sleeping, it could fill your order rather than you missing out on a pump or you missing out on a dip to get a better entry point. And so that's why you want to join Altcoin Pro University with over 1,000 other members, because you're going to learn all about how to do that with over 100 plus expert curated classes. We have a comprehensive library crafted by industry experts. We have live weekly calls, daily market updates, our global community that you can network with. You can connect, chat with like-minded investors, grow together, get your questions answered. And that's only $97 a month or $970 a year right now during December. We have a 30-day no questions asked money back guarantee. So if you're not happy for whatever reason, then you can get 100% of your money back. And the price is actually going up January 1st. So you have less than 2 weeks to make a decision to lock in and get grandfathered in on that $97 a month or $970 a year, because the price will be $197 a month and $1,970 a year come January 1st. So you have absolutely nothing to lose, everything to learn here because of that 30-day money back guarantee. And we have our top altcoin picks as well too in the back end. So go ahead, watch that 26-minute video. I'll leave a link in the description below, but I have a lot to talk about in this video, specifically what Ripple's stablecoin launch means for XRP. Because if you go to ripple.com/stablecoins, they have all the information on their website about it. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I just want to explain the importance of this, because the main goal here is to make it easy to on and off ramp fiat currencies into crypto through Ripple's stablecoin compliantly. On top of that, to be able to trade tokenized USD on chain and also tokenized assets. RLUSD is designed to maintain a constant value of $1. So you're not buying this thing to get rich. You're buying RLUSD to either hold it or to trade in and out of different cryptocurrencies. So natively issued on the XRP ledger and also on Ethereum's blockchain. Ripple's USD is fully backed by a segregated reserve of cash and cash equivalents and redeemable 1-to-1 for US dollars. Now listen to what Jack McDonald just said about the advantages of RLUSD.
Ripple has always built products specifically for enterprises and financial institutions. Now, we're bringing that deep expertise to launch a stablecoin, built for businesses, but accessible to everybody. For more than a decade, Ripple has been the industry leader in on-chain solutions for institutional finance. From the beginning, Ripple has always worked with global regulators, ensuring our solutions are compliant and adhere with local regulations wherever we decide to launch our products. We are well positioned to launch Ripple USD for several reasons. We're focused on the gold standard of compliance. RLUSD is issued in accordance with the New York State Department of Financial Services stablecoin guidance, which sets forth requirements designed to protect stablecoin holders. The requirements touch on the timely redemption of stablecoins, the safekeeping of stablecoin reserve assets, independent third-party attestations to verify the reserve. And Ripple USD is one of the few stablecoins that is fully regulated. Our regulators have stringent disclosure requirements, such as the publication of monthly attestations by an independent certified public accountant to verify the reserves backing the stablecoin. Monthly third-party attestations of the reserve ensure transparent reporting and reserve management. There will be clear redemption rights and other regulatory standards that are designed to protect holders. For over 10 years, Ripple has always chosen to work with and partner with regulators, policymakers, and financial institutions. Our partnerships with major banks and payment institutions bridge the gap between traditional finance and crypto solutions. These established relationships will bring the next wave of users and assets on-chain with Ripple USD.
And here are some of the use cases for Ripple's USD according to Pat Thielen.
Here at Ripple, we're transforming how businesses operate across different industries with our new stablecoin, Ripple USD. Here are some of the key ways it can make an impact today. First, cross-border payments. Compared to legacy systems, RLUSD enables faster, more efficient international transactions. With Ripple's global payments network, companies can send money across border in near real time, reducing costs and improving reliability. Our customers, spanning 90-plus payout markets, can now take advantage of the stability and reliability RLUSD provides. Secondly, the foreign exchange markets. Traditional FX trading is slow and expensive. RLUSD can streamline this process by offering faster settlement times and lower fees, giving traders a competitive edge by utilizing an on-chain asset. For businesses, RLUSD provides global access to a reliable digital dollar. It can help mitigate local currency volatility, offering a trusted, accessible medium of exchange. Access to the world's most popular settlement asset through RLUSD can open up doors businesses across the globe have only dreamed of until now. In real-world asset tokenization, RLUSD ensures stable pricing for tokenized assets like bonds or commodities. It adds security and predictability to markets that need improved liquidity and transparency. And finally, RLUSD simplifies on-ramps for users entering the blockchain ecosystem. It's fast, secure, and reduces volatility, making it easier to bring money on-chain. With Ripple USD, the future of global finance is here.
Now, here's why this is absolutely massive and what the Federal Reserve is planning on doing, because on their official website right here, they're talking about the Fedwire Funds service and what's coming February 14th, 18th, and March 10th. Now, on February 14th, they're going to be eliminating offline access to the Fedwire Funds service. And this decision was made because of declining interest in the usage of this service. And they have a new contingency service coming February 18th for Fedwire Funds service participants, on top of the ISO 222 single-day implementation occurring on March 10th, 2025. And if you're wondering, what is the Fedwire Funds service? Well, it's a premier electronic funds transfer service that banks, businesses, and government agencies rely on for mission-critical same-day transactions. Fedwire Funds service participants benefit from the finality of payments credited to their Federal Reserve Bank master accounts. And the reason why the Fedwire ISO 222 implementation is important is because this messaging standard between banks is becoming the universal standard, and Ripple's XRP ledger and its products, including RLUSD, is designed to align with modern standards that facilitate interoperability between global payment systems, which is critical for use cases like cross-border payments between banks in different countries, fraud detection, regulatory compliance, which is why it took them a long period of time to launch RLUSD, because they need the green light from the New York Department of Financial Services. And Ripple has always made it a goal for their technology to streamline perfectly with the goals of what the Federal Reserve needs. Now, does that mean that the Federal Reserve will directly use RLUSD or XRP? It's not that simple. The Federal Reserve announcement is specific to Fedwire and doesn't explicitly reference or say they're going to use XRP or RLUSD, because the Fedwire system is US-centric infrastructure, whereas Ripple's focus has always been on global cross-border payments. However, as US banks and financial institutions integrate ISO 222, it opens the doors for, keyword here, interoperability with systems like RippleNet, which already supports ISO 222. So where Ripple comes into play is they positioned XRP and RLUSD to integrate seamlessly within this new messaging standard and all of the networks between banks globally that are on the new ISO 222 standard. So RLUSD is going to appeal to institutions looking for stable digital assets and payments, but this would depend on adoption by banks and financial systems, not directly by the Fed. So this is much bigger, and this is much more massive than just the Federal Reserve in the United States. And what this means for XRP holders is, as US institutions upgrade to ISO 222 March 10th, and then throughout the rest of the year globally by November of 2025, they're more likely to adopt systems and assets that are already aligned with these standards, like XRP, HBAR, XLM, Algorand, Cardano, giving these projects a competitive edge in capturing market share and liquidity as more money flows into the overall crypto market, because institutions are going to want the compliant currencies. So for the future of cross-border payments, the Fed's transition is primarily domestic right now, but as global payment systems standardize with ISO 222 by November of 2025, after the same day implementation on March 10th, Ripple's focus on international settlement would drive adoption of XRP as a liquidity tool, and RLUSD adds another layer of utility, complementing XRP and strengthening the ecosystem's value proposition. On top of that, we have everyone on the edge of their seat waiting for Ripple to IPO in 2025. So with the stablecoin launching and companies filing for an XRP ETF as well too, that the SEC would inevitably, in my opinion, approve once Gary Gensler's gone after January 20th. Look at this. Former Ripple CTO Stefan Thomas said banks will have gold that you can teleport into any vault in the world instantly by using XRP. As a 2013 marketing brochure had it, XRP is like digital gold in your hands and is designed to be the most liquid of assets on the XRP ledger. No one can freeze it, and it can be sent from any address to any other. Unlike Bitcoin, XRP is pre-mined. All 100 billion XRP was created in one instance where the XRP ledger went live back in 2013, and one can only own XRP by buying or receiving it. Furthermore, each transaction burns a fraction of XRP to prevent distributed denial of services or DOS attacks. In addition to all of this, Ripple has a team like no other. Sheila Barr, David Puth, Chris Larson, and Ripple's Stablecoin Advisory Board just welcome Raghuram Rajan, who is a former Reserve Bank of India governor, and Kenneth Montgomery, who is the former first VP and COO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. Now listen to what he just said about how FedNow instant payments will work inside the United States.
Today, businesses and consumers want to send and receive money in seconds, also known as instant payments. The payments industry is working quickly to meet this demand, but the solutions aren't without growing pains. So the time for modernizing our nation's payment system is now.
That's why the Federal Reserve's work is progressing rapidly for the FedNow service, a new infrastructure for instant payments. The FedNow service is designed to exist alongside private sector options, fulfilling the Federal Reserve's historical role of promoting market competition and providing nationwide reach for payment services. The FedNow service will allow any financial institution in the U.S., regardless of size, to offer instant payments to its customers.
With the FedNow service, funds will settle between financial institutions instantaneously. End users will be able to access their funds in real time, no matter the time or the day.
This new instant payments platform will increase efficiency, improve accessibility, reduce risk, foster competition, and support resiliency. It will also position financial institutions and the customers they serve, consumers and businesses, to better manage their funds. Those who live paycheck to paycheck could face fewer overdrafts and late fees. Businesses could more easily manage their cash flow. Public service organizations could deliver instant relief in times of crisis. And financial institutions of all sizes could remain competitive by providing access to instant payment services.
Thinking about all the ways the FedNow service could be used to help people and businesses is really exciting. It also demonstrates the Federal Reserve's commitment to providing solutions that benefit everyone in the financial system and the broader economy.
In just a few short years, the FedNow service will help support the next generation of payments. To learn more about the FedNow service, visit fednow.org.
So when you stack all of this adoption coming for distributed ledger technology, blockchain technology, or RippleNet, FedNow, on top of some key indicators happening on the crypto total market cap chart, excluding Bitcoin, which is total 2, the altcoin market cap has formed a golden cross on the weekly time frame, similar to the 2020 to 2021 cycle. And when we look at the chart right here and we pair it up to the Bitcoin stock to flow rainbow indicator, where you can see this color schematic right here, based on the days until Bitcoin's next halving, right here, when we saw the golden cross take place after September of 2020, look what happened to the altcoin market. We transitioned from orange to yellow. We saw this consolidation phase take place. We saw this initial breakout going from orange to yellow, followed by a back test on this candle wick, and then an explosion to the upside. And so we're going through something very similar where we just finished up this consolidation phase going from orange to yellow. We broke out above resistance. We also just experienced on the weekly chart a golden cross where the shorter time frame moving average, which is the 50 SMA in blue, crossed above the longer time frame moving average, which is the 200 SMA, and the price is still below the all-time high. So even if we experience a liquidation event to the downside to wick off of this support right here, which was resistance back at the end of March, I would expect it to respect the 50 SMA as support and continue to the upside, similar to what we saw happen all the way back here before we transition from yellow to light green. Now, where that would put the altcoin market in your portfolio is anyone's guess, but the most important thing that you can do is be positioned in the right altcoins and have the best diversification strategy for yourself so you don't miss out on the next leg up. For example, Our research team posted GOAT on the 13th of October of 2024 when it was right at a penny, and since then it rallied to over $1 and is currently still up over 5,000%. That's like turning $1,000 into over $50,000. Our team called Pendle at only a $16 million market cap, or 16 cents, back on February 18th of 2023, all the way back here, and since then it's rallied up over 4,000%. That's a 40x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $40,000. Our team also called BitTensor Tau September 15th, 2022, before the token was ever even launched. And since then, Tau has rallied over 2,000%. That's a 20x. Our team even said Solana is most likely to be one of the easiest trades next year, and this was posted December 29th, 2022, on the day that Solana bottomed out at around $8. And since then, Solana looks like it's up over 2,500%. That's a 25x. It's like turning $1,000 into over $25,000. And the bull run is just getting started. The list goes on and on and on. Our team called Sui, Ondo, and even some of the biggest cult-based meme coins like MOG back in July 20th of 2023, the day that MOG launched. So if you want to learn how our team is finding these altcoins before they explode, we just launched Altcoin Pro University, where our research team gives you real-time altcoin picks with explosive potential for this bull run, along with 100+ expert curated classes crafted by industry experts to discover these gems yourself, on top of our live weekly calls every single week for in-depth crypto market analysis and daily updates. And that's just a fraction of what we offer inside of Altcoin Pro University through the link below. And although we make no guarantees because crypto is definitely risky, guys, this is only $97 a month or $970 a year. If you want to save $194, getting 2 months for free and unlock some exclusive bonuses, just go through the link in the description below, get in right now, watch the 26-minute video covering everything that Altcoin Pro University offers to help you become the first millionaire in your family tree. If that's a goal of yours, our goal is to help 1,000 members set their portfolio up for life this month. And you can get started through the link in the description below right now, or you can go to bullrunners.com to take advantage of the bonuses we're giving you before they expire. Everyone is loving the community. They're loving the education. They're getting access to real-time altcoin picks first before we ever make videos about them. So click the link in the description below, watch the video, and I'll see you on the inside.